Understand it, this wasn't the plan. Don't wanna demand it, I've done what I can. And I never mentioned the times you were rude. And I never mentioned when you heard the truth. Scared to lose it all, I will stand a chance, and I don't wanna fake it. What if I can't walk away? Got me saying away, hoping I don't make the same mistake. Unresolved, maybe it's madness. I'm begging you, please pick up the call. You're causing me damage. I should've known, wasn't your fault. Don't even matter. I wasn't thinking clear, trying to take it there. Scared to lose it all, I won't stand a chance, and I don't wanna fake it. What if I can't walk away? You got me standing in the rain, hoping I don't make the same mistake.
Shenandoah University is a big little university rising.
With 22 Division III sports teams, over 200 areas of study,
over 300 annual performances, an elite academic esports program,
nationally ranked health professions programs, one of the biggest university presences on Broadway,
immersive AR and VR learning programs,
cybersecurity and computer science programs, and innovative undergrad and graduate programs.
all at a place that cares for you.
Shenandoah University is the big little university rising. Find out more at su.edu/rising.
We have the Esports Arena right here on campus in Winchester, Virginia, and this facility acts as the hub for all esports activity at Shenandoah University. Students are able to use this space not just for competition and practices, but also as a living learning community and a sandbox for them to come and explore and practice and try out things related to and through esports in the gaming industry, so that they're getting that hands-on learning and the skills necessary to help them find a career by the time they graduate. We also have the professional level broadcast production booth, where we do all of our broadcasting and production, from casting of our games that we play right here on campus to working with outside entities to record footage for them as well. In addition to the space that we have here in the Esports Arena is the Esports War Room. Our students get to use that space for studying, but also outside projects. So our students get to use this space for professional development and the academic side of our esports program, which is such a critical component to go with that competitive element that we have. So we combine all of our facilities at Shenandoah University with competition, community, and career preparation. We have over 250 days of programming, and there's something for everybody, and we want you to be part of it.
like we've been here before. We're both so broke, that's something that'll keep us afloat. Don't walk too slow, we can't keep falling deeper again. Came too close and the taste so far from pure. A rush of blood, but we search for so much more. We've all been here before. We've all been here before. We've all been here before. Hand out, she holds. It's feeling like we've been here before. We're both so broke. That's something that'll keep us afloat. Don't walk too slow. We can't keep falling deeper again. Came too close and the taste so far from pure. A rush of blood, but we search for so much more. We've all been here before. We've all been here
Hello and welcome back, everyone, to Shenandoah Esports. We have some good old Street Fighter 6 competition here today. Look at him, all smiles, ready to go. My name is Will Jenkins. Joining me on the desk for today is, of course, going to be the man himself, Brennan Mossman. And how are we feeling today, man?
Feeling great. You ask me this question every single week, and it's the same answer every single week because we are about to cast some Street Fighter 6.
Exactly, and that's exactly what you want to hear, is that someone's having a good day. So, but yeah, we got Street Fighter on the menu for tonight. Some CFGC action. Will be 2 games out of the 3 due to a unfortunate reschedule. But let's talk about what we kind of got going on here today, Moss. Or actually, let's talk about what we got going on this week instead. It is around that time, folks. Playoffs are happening, and the full heat of them is going on right about now. CFGC, of course, still in their normal pools, so we see those matchups for today. Then Tuesday, we have our Smash Bros. Taking on their NECC playoff match against William and Mary, hoping to continue that hot streak. And then Academy Overwatch has their own playoff game, this time for NACE against Concordia. So that will be definitely a stream to tune into for sure if you're a fan of Shenandoah Esports, because, I mean, who isn't? And then Wednesday, we got our very own Brennan Mossman on the sticks for Tekken 8 in CFGC, as they are about mid-season, a little past mid-season. And then Thursday, we have more playoff action in NECC, as our Varsity Rocket League team will take on Embry-Riddle. And we have, rounding out, Smash Bros. Taking on Cleveland State in NACE, which should be an absolute banger of a match.
Absolutely. Shout out to the boys over on the Smash team doing some great work this season. Now we get to tonight. And tonight we have some Street Fighter 6 with Way Awesome Kevin. And as we go ahead and take a look at his stats from this season, he is coming in with a game record of 38-32, just around a 1.2 there for the win-loss ratio. Ranked right above the midpoint, good. That's really good here in CFGC. 40 out of 83. As we know, he plays M. Bison. Absolutely wonderful character. Favorite stage, Pow Pow Cafe. Absolutely wonderful. Love Pow Pow Cafe.
Based. Incredibly based. But, yeah, kind of talking to Way Awesome Kevin before the season began, asking, what his goals want to be for this season, what he wants to accomplish in CFGC. And he said, I want to improve on my record. And he has done a phenomenal job from last year to this year, and really being able to, I think, step up his game, being able to adjust, be adaptive, and see him grow as a player is really something to watch.
Yeah, he's done an absolutely fantastic job. And as we know, we talked about this a little bit last week, everyone's improving constantly, because fighting game players, they do pretty much nothing else but play fighting game. But last week, he showed a lot of perseverance that he's kind of struggled with this season, and those kind of really close matchups when you get to, set number 5 and it's 2-2, struggling a little bit there. But I think he's improved a lot this season. Yeah,
it's always the mental battle. But you guys hear enough from me and Moss here on the desk. Let's hear it from the player, the man himself, and Mr. Benjamin Kincaid. Guys, take it away.
Thank you, guys. I am joined by Kevin here. Way Awesome Kevin, if you will, our Street Fighter 6 player here at Shenandoah. First things first, how are you feeling here tonight?
I'm feeling pretty good. It's been a nice day so far, a little rainy, but beyond that, super good. I've been playing a lot of Tekken, actually, with some of the other players here at Shenandoah. So definitely in that fighting game mindset, ready to rock and roll, but still getting that muscle memory back for the Street Fighter while I'm warming up. So.
No, of course. Now, we have 2 matchups for tonight, specifically against a Kimberly and a Cammy. What do those 2 matchups look like, and the different play styles that these characters have? Because I know they can be a little bit similar at times.
Yeah, so big thing with Cammy is that I am a little unfamiliar with some of the more intricate parts of the matchup. She has a lot of stuff to dodge fireballs and skip neutral tools. Well, so do I. The 2 characters, our goal is the exact same thing of just get in each other's face. I'd argue Kimberly does a little bit better when in my face than I am. She had that can make it swing back into her favor, it's very nice. As well as then the Kimberly. That is a matchup that I have poor experience in, to put it lightly. There's something about Wi-Fi Kimberlys that I just don't understand. Keep getting run over. So going into this matchup today, I'm hoping that I can really change that up a little bit. Maybe it's just a ranked online ladder thing instead of a person-to-person competition sort of thing.
Yeah, and going into tonight's matchup, right, are you trying out anything different from your playstyle? Are you going to play your own game and just keep that ball rolling and see if it works and then adjust later on in VOD?
I'm actually trying to implement something new once again. I've learned about spacing traps, which just means that I do something that looks like, oh, that is probably unsafe. My opponent will try to hit me. They barely miss, and then I punch them back and get a big combo off of it. So I've been trying to build those more into my game plan. Maybe you'll see a little bit more of that today if I can find opportunities to use it. But beyond that, should be a little bit more of the same. Try to get a bomb on the opponent and then go all in.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Kevin. That is going to do us here for the interview. So I'll toss it back to our casters. Will and Moss, take it away.
Thank you so much for that interview, Ben. And I think to talk about this matchup a bit, I'm going to hand all control over to this guy because, in case you guys don't know, Cammy is who Moss plays on Street Fighter, so he's going to know everything about this matchup. Moss, what are your thoughts heading into tonight?
1 second. Before we dive into that, I want to talk a little bit about Kevin's interview just now. I think it's absolutely wonderful. Literally every single week, he gives me so much to talk about on the desk. Every single week he's trying something new. It's crazy. It's insane. Always improving, like we were mentioning right before the interview. But yeah, we are going into a Kimberly matchup and a Cammy matchup.
Yep.
I play Cammy. I am a horrible Street Fighter. I'm barely good at Tekken. I am much worse at Street Fighter. But I will say I know a lot about Cammy. And one thing about Cammy is she is fast.
Yes.
She's really fast.
Yes.
And what that enables her to do is kind of control the pace of the game. Mm-hmm. And while Kevin mentioned, he's practically saying, "Come at me. I can skip the neutral game too if you want." She's just faster.
Yeah.
She's way faster than a lot of the other characters in the game, and she has, I want to see a Psycho Crusher versus a Spiral Arrow just match. I want there to be a moment where they just throw that move at each other, and then they both just. When it comes to the Kimberly matchup, and talk about that for a second. They're kind of, they both fill the same niche.
Mm-hmm.
Fast characters, they kind of control the pace of the game. Kimberly has paint cans that she uses like grenades.
Yep.
And they work really well on the wall. And they're kind of just there to keep the other character scared of them.
Yeah.
It's
her way of zoning. You have Shoto characters that'll have fireballs, JP, who it's his entire kit. That's her way of being able to have some range and poke people out. So yeah, you mentioned getting them in that corner, keep them scared, and really that allows Kimberly to start and finish various combos with ease, because if your opponent never leaves the corner, it's real easy to keep them there.
It's real easy to keep them there, especially in this game where there is not much protection of a throw loop. You're kind of just 50-50 guessing when you get up, and when you stand up in that corner, you're jumping, hoping that you don't get red on the jump. You're hoping that when you stand up, you don't get grabbed and thrown right back to the ground. You're hoping 50 million other things don't happen, and most of the time you're just wrong.
Yeah.
So
I still think that is one of the hardest things for anyone getting into Street Fighter to do, is to learn how to read grabs. That was one thing I could not figure out, still cannot figure out for the life of me. Granted, I don't think I should be the comparison for Street Fighter skills or any fighting game for that matter. But yeah, talking about the Kimberly matchup, one thing Kevin said before broadcast went on was, I think the issue with Kimberly is that I try and not play slow, which I think is part of the key. You mentioned Kimberly and Cammy are both these incredibly quick characters that do similar things. I do think we'll see a slower approach from Wales and Kevin in the Kimberly matchup.
I also think, based off of what we saw last week, we're going to see a much more kind of flexible Kevin that we have started to see these past few weeks, which is, I think, one thing that he lacked a lot on in last season and the weeks before then. But when it comes to Kimberly, she has kind of a different moveset. I mean, obviously, a very different moveset from Cammy. That goes without saying, but she has this slide move, so if you ever see her back up, it's a lot like Nina's. That's why I make note of it all the time. She backs up and then just comes straight in with a slide to try and close that spacing here. But we're going to head right into the matchup with Kimberly being the first character Kevin has to take down.
Yeah, and it is going to be a very interesting matchup because Kevin has said he's struggled against Kimberly in the past, so we'll see just what he can do. Psycho Crusher is going to come out and do a good chunk of damage. Great punish. Let's see if he can capitalize on it.
Yeah, Kimberly already in burnout, not going to read the throw, not able to break it. Kevin trying to keep that pressure up in the corner. Not able to, as a bit of a combo comes in there for Kimberly. Now has Kevin on the back foot. A little bit of a low miss there with the kick, and I think that's going to take him down, and the grab does win the round for Kimberly.
Yeah, and there's those throw reads we were talking about, just unable to do it, and a great parry here from way awesome Kevin. That's going to start a little bit of damage. Bomb on Kimberly is going to go off, and we see the combo starting to come out. Both characteristics level 3, that's going to be something to keep an eye on. Yeah,
Psycho Crusher doesn't come through, but it keeps Kimberly in the corner. Psych, I'm just kidding. They've already flipped sides. The grab comes through onto Kevin. Sanic Man trying to keep Whack in the corner. Drive Impact Red. Parry comes through. Bomb placed. Now back in the middle of the stage. Psycho Crusher gonna miss, but it's okay. Kimberly tries to jump. Drive Impact React 2. Now Kimberly in burnout. Bomb gonna be placed. Kimberly in a bit of a bad position here. The level 2 does hit and takes down Sanic Man.
Yeah, and way awesome Kevin doing a great job of absorbing 1 bar of super right there, taking advantage of that Kimberly burnout, and just a fantastic read of the drive impact to capitalize and take that round. More of that will be needed, though, to secure this round number 1. Kimberly does have all 3 of her super meters. That's going to be something to keep an eye on as this game goes on.
Yeah, another thing to keep an eye on was that paint can just thrown. Doesn't do much, but able to get that grab on Kevin. Both players trying to take this first set to get a little bit of momentum coming through the rest of these, but the parry comes through. Bomb placed. Pressure from Kevin. Punish counter. Going back through. Level 3 going to hit, and I believe that is going to take the round here. And it does. Sanic Man takes set number 1 from Whack.
Yeah, real unfortunate there, but I mean, great job by that Kimberly, though. Whenever it seemed way awesome Kevin had the advantage in that matchup, Kimberly took it right back and made sure to control the pace of the game, and that's what you said. These faster characters love the ability to control the pace of this game, and just a real unfortunate ending there for way awesome Kevin, but I expect this is going to be a very close set.
Yeah, that was extremely close set number 1, and drive impact comes through. Now, we've seen Kevin react to a lot of these. He's doing a really good job at respecting the moves, respecting the mechanics of the game, but also being prepared for the mechanics of the game. As the parry comes through, a lot of damage done here onto Kimberly. Trading neutral blows, back and forth, grab, not reactable. Kevin kind of stuck here in the corner.
Yeah, and this is exactly what Kimberly wants out of Bison, and goes for the parry, but the grab is going to go through and take round 1.
Double stomp onto Kimberly to start the round off. Kevin not really winning in the pacing match here. Kind of being controlled here by the Kimberly. Anti-air comes in from Sanic Man. Keeping Whack in the corner. Counter hits from both players coming in. Bomb placed, though. Trying to reverse the pressure onto Kimberly, but Kevin not able to get much damage out of it.
Yeah, it just feels, like I said, that this Kimberly is just completely controlling how this game is flowing, how this game is going. And is in burnout right now, but Bison with a sliver of health is going to unfortunately fall to yet another throw. And that's going to be 2-0 in favor of the Kimberly. And Weston Kevin is showing signs of doing what he needs to do, but this Kimberly adjusts so well on the fly.
He's doing a really good job at reading what's coming next, but it's that third and fourth move that's kind of catching Kevin off guard here a little bit.
Yeah.
Seemed a little disappointed in those past 2 sets. Let's see if he can take some of these notes that he's gathered from the past 2 sets into the last 3 of this match.
Yeah, really trying to just feel out what this Kimberly's going to go for in this neutral state between both these players. See what Mr. Bison can cook up. The drive rush is not going to find or connect. Reversal as well. Both these players just back and forth, and that Kimberly does find drive impact, but not quite going to be able to do anything about it. And this should be a kill here for Way Awesome Kevin, and he does take the round. A much slower round that time.
Yeah, Kevin's trying to slow down a little bit here. Trying to control the pace of the match a bit better, because the Kimberly's just been walking wherever she wanted to go.
Yeah.
As the throw comes through, now Kevin already back in the corner, but the throw escape does work out. A few parries there from the Kimberly. Back up, reads the throw. Kimberly also read that one, though.
Yeah, really just a feeling out period between the two of these players. Way Awesome Kevin trying to figure something out, but if it's this slower pace, I do like Bison if the pace is slower in this situation, but he's got to keep it this way.
The level 3 does hit, and I believe that's going to kill
It should.
here, and it does, and it's now going to be tied at 1-1 here in set number 3. Kevin trying to fight back. He is 1 set away from losing in a 3-0 fashion. Kimberly, 2 paint cans in her disposal at the moment. Drive rush comes through. Doesn't get anything out of it, though. Drive impact going to put Kevin against the wall. This is exactly where he does not want to be. Needs to find his way out of here. Medium punch comes through. Looking for the bomb placement. Finds it. Drive rush into a throw. Going to do a lot of damage here. Kevin now in the driver's seat.
Yeah, great punish by Way Awesome Kevin during that, while being in that corner. Really starting to figure things out. Psycho Crusher into level 3. Does this kill? I think it should, but I'm not 100% sure. Is it going to be enough damage to finish things off? Not quite.
Just a little bit of health left for the Kimberly, and she's going to read the aggressive move there from Whack, but she still only has a little bit of health left. Huge parry comes in, and Kevin is going to take that set, and he looks absolutely relieved that he's going to now be just down 1 set.
Yeah, and really fantastic job of focusing up, getting things ready. And this Kimberly has opened with that grab every single time.
Yeah, I feel like I'm watching Ninja Gaiden gameplay right now. Not gonna lie, but low kick comes in from Kevin. A little bit of neutral game, but we've seen this a lot these past few sets. Double stomp to try to get out of it, but he's been pressured into the corner pretty much every single round this entire match.
Yeah, and Kimberly is just loving Bison being in this corner, and there's not really much Way Awesome Kevin can do to get around it. And because of that, he just takes so much chip damage over time and has almost no meter by the time he gets out. His resources are so low, he doesn't have a lot to work with. But if he can keep this Kimberly where she is, and look at this combo coming out from Way Awesome Kevin, this is unreal stuff.
Now this is exactly where he needs to keep pressure up, and he's going to. And here comes the level 3, absolutely incredible round there from Kevin, as this will take down the Kimberly and tie set number 4 at 1 apiece.
Oh my goodness, that was disgusting. Burned entire meter, and he always has told me, if you're gonna burn your entire meter, you better get a win after.
Thought we had some technical difficulties there for a second, but we are all good. We are back for a decider round here in the set number 4. Kevin needs this to stay alive, as the throw escape there comes from Sanic Man. Gonna do a good job there blocking, but not able to block everything. Bit of damage comes through on Bison. Huge parry there from Whack. Bomb gonna be placed. Gonna be able to take more of that spacing back on the stage. Throw comes through. Parries come in from the Kimberly and trades back another throw. They are just at each other's throats right now.
This is as back and forth as you want between these two characters. Kimberly, level 3, is going to come out, and it's going to connect. That's going to be a lot of damage, but also Kevin should still have just about half of what he originally had, so still plenty to work with in terms of Street Fighter. What can he do to work with this? But no, Kimberly just unfortunately will find and connect on that, and will take this set. Still one more round to play out, though, as we do in CFGC, but great job there by both players, really, in that match.
That was absolutely incredible Street Fighter right there. Wonderful play from both competitors, as a medium punch is going to be thrown out there from Bison. Throw escape from Sanic. Couple of low kicks, drive rush. Each player finding a little bit of damage here and there as they trade blows back and forth.
Yeah, and this is what we kind of talked about with both characters kind of wanting to just control the pace of the game. Kimberly is just so quick, and Bison's just fairly quick for himself as well, and just so brutal. But Kimberly just able to keep Bison in that corner. Drive impact is going to connect, and that should be it.
One thing I've noticed throughout these past 4.5 sets so far is that it feels like Whack is trying to keep Kimberly away with a lot of these throw attempts, and a lot of them are just missing, and it's leaving him open to many of the combos that we've seen from Kimberly.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it definitely seems that way. Trying to go for some reads that just aren't there, not really being able to adjust to what this Kimberly's thrown at him. And, you know, fair play to the Kimberly, being able to keep this Bison on his toes, keep Wayos and Kevin guessing, and has found a winning strategy as a result of it.
Yeah, if we looked at the percentages of time that each player was in the corner, it feels like Kevin would be in there a lot more, but that was an absolutely wonderful job at swapping places with the Kimberly and making sure she wasn't able to get out.
Yeah, fantastic job of stopping that Kimberly's game plan, forcing her into the corner. And if you guys remember, this is how Wayos Kevin started off his strategy in CFGC earlier on in the year, was forcing people into corners and just laying into them with Bison combos. And so now he's realized he kind of needs to force this Kimberly into that. Of course, that's easier said than done because the Kimberly's trying to do the same exact thing, but finding success with that in that last round, and hopefully more of that. But he's back in the corner yet again.
Good low kick though to get out of that, and a throw right after. But he's going to drive rush almost right into it, but baited the level 3. Absolutely wonderful bait there out of Way Awesome Kevin to take that set.
Yeah, really fantastic job beating that level 3, and he knows it. Look at that smile on his face. He might have lost the round, but he won the battle in that last round with that level 3 bait. Absolutely fantastic job out of him right there.
That was absolutely wonderful. There was a few times throughout those 5 sets that Kevin got caught by that level 3 because, like, right after a drive rush, he was trying to be a little too aggressive. Had trouble picking and choosing when to be aggressive, and right there used it to his advantage, baited out the level 3 and won set number 5.
Yeah, the Street Fighter mind games in that scenario really worked out in his favor, able to trick that Kimberly, but an unfortunate result there for Kevin. But you know, those 2 rounds might make a decision later on down the line, so who knows. But enough about that matchup. Let's talk about this next one. It is going to be M. Bison versus Cammy. Moss, give us your insights on this.
Well, one thing we noticed Kevin struggle with there was the pacing of the match and the spacing. And two things. Sorry, I miscounted there for a second. 2 things that Cammy does very well is control pacing and control spacing. She can skip the neutral game a lot. It's funny to say, but her shimmying back and forth is just plain faster than other characters. Yes. So you're going to see her try to bait out a lot of moves from Kevin, and we're going to see if that works out or not.
Does she, I don't know this, so does she have the same amount of health as most other characters? I know Akuma has the least.
She
out of
doesn't
the
have as much health as a lot of the other characters. She also
Okay.
does some of the least amount of damage in the
Yes.
game comparatively. She's a very high execution character, but the thing is, her tool set is incredibly good.
Yeah, and we are just getting word that unfortunately that will be it. There will be no Cammy matchup for us today. Unfortunately, a reschedule has had to take place. So all you guys are going to get is that Kimberly matchup, unfortunately. But that doesn't mean that we're done here on Shenandoah Esports. Be sure to check out all of our teams competing in playoffs this week, including Mr. Mossman as he competes Wednesday for Tekken. Be sure to stay tuned throughout the week and check those out. Moss, you got anything you want to say?
Shout out Grandma,
As
always.
Yep. Shout out Grandma, folks. And thank you all so much for tuning in. And we'll see you guys next time.
Shenandoah University is a big little university rising.
With 22 Division III sports teams, over 200 areas of study,
Over 300 annual performances, an elite academic esports program,
Nationally ranked health professions programs, one of the biggest university presences on Broadway.
immersive AR and VR learning programs,
Cybersecurity and computer science programs, and innovative undergrad and graduate programs.
all at a place that cares for you.
Shenandoah University is the big little university rising. Find out more at su.edu/rising.
We have the Esports Arena right here on campus in Winchester, Virginia, and this facility acts as the hub for all esports activity at Shenandoah University. Students are able to use this space not just for competition and practices, but also as a living learning community and a sandbox for them to come and explore and practice and try out things related to and through esports in the gaming industry so that they're getting that hands-on learning and the skills necessary to help them find a career by the time they graduate. We also have the professional level broadcast production booth where we do all of our broadcasting and production, from casting of our games that we play right here on campus to working with outside entities to record footage for them as well. In addition to the space that we have here in the Esports Arena is the Esports War Room. Our students get to use that space for studying, but also outside projects. So our students get to use this space for professional development and the academic side of our esports program, which is such a critical component to go with that competitive element that we have. So we combine all of our facilities at Shenandoah University with competition, community, and career preparation. We have over 250 days of programming, and there's something for everybody, and we want you to be part of it.
With way awesome Kevin. And as we go ahead and take a look at his stats from this season, he is coming in with a game record of 38 and 32, just around a 1.2 there for the win-loss ratio. Ranked right above the midpoint. Good. That's really good here in CFGC. 40 out of 83. As we know, he plays M. Bison.
Into tonight's matchup, right? Are you trying out anything different from your playstyle? Are you going to play your own game and just keep that ball rolling and see if it works and then adjust later on in VOD?
I'm actually trying to implement something new once again. I've learned about spacing traps, which just means that I do something that looks like, oh, that is probably unsafe. My opponent will try to hit me. They barely miss, and then I punch them back and get a big combo off of it. So I've been trying to build those more into my game plan. Maybe you'll see a little bit more of that today if I can find opportunities to use it.
Corner. Matt Ibatu's bit of a combo comes in there for Kimberly. Now has Kevin on the back foot. A little bit of a little miss there with the kick, and I think that's gonna be placed. Kimberly in a bit of a bad position here. The level 2 does hit and goes back through. Level 3 going to hit, and I believe that is going to take the round here. And not reactable. Kevin kind of stuck here in the corner.
Yeah, this is exactly what Kimberly wants out of Bison, and goes for the parry. He's just completely controlling how this game is flowing, how this game is going. And he's in burnout right now, but Bison with a sliver. Fine drive impact, but not quite going to be able to do anything about it. And this should be a kill here for Way Awesome Kevin.
The level 3 does hit. And I believe that's going to kill
It should.
here. And it does.
Psycho Crusher into level 3. Does this kill? I think it should, but I'm not 100% sure. Is it going to be enough damage to finish things off? Not quite.
Just a little bit of health left for the Kimberly. And she's going to read the aggressive move there from Whack. But she still only has a little bit of health left. huge parry comes in, and Kevin is going to take that set, and he pretty much every single round this entire match.
Yeah, and Kimberly is just loving Bison being in this corner, and it's not really much.
And here comes the level 3, absolutely incredible round there from Kevin, as this will